Hello, Big Gumbo here. I'm in San Luis Obispo with my girlfriend. We're just doing some thrifting around. It's a really lovely day. We went to the bins here. This is the best bins experience of my entire life. Super friendly people, and they had some really cool old stuff. Like really cool old stuff. So maybe I'll show you some of that stuff and I'll try to like film. We're gonna go to some more thrift stores. First off, I got this really cool military bag from the bins. I think it's Vietnam era. Sitting right in front of girlfriend, she didn't even see it. And right in front of her was also this. No, not that. That's extra special. It was this NAM era Air Force shirt, OG 107, sateen. Sick because it has all the patches on it. Probably a $50, $75 shirt. Then this teenage girl, she was looking at these jeans. These ones, she was like, do you think these will fit me? To her friend. And then she was like, maybe if I cut off the legs. And I was like, no. So then I said, if you don't want them, I'll take them. Grabbed them. She gave them to me. Very nice girl. The find of the day was this. Sitting on the ground, folded up nicely. Herringbone twill. Cargo pants. 13-star buttons. Can you see that? Can I see the buttons?
Yeah.
Good size, 32, 33. It's at least a $200 pair of pants. No holes in them. Really good. Best thing I've ever found in my life. In terms of coolness. Then we just got some more 501s faded out. Girlfriend found these cool vintage Made in USA Wrangler booty shorts. This is sick. Girlfriend found this. This I think is 50s or 60s. It's like a Western style rockabilly jacket. Can you see the tag? Look at that. This is probably the coolest old thing I've ever found. Girlfriend found it though. This, if you follow vintage kids on Instagram, the true vintage kids, this is the kind of shit they post and charge like $300 for it. Insane. Girlfriend also found this. Again, I think it's like 60s at least. What is this on here? Little dogs?
Dalmatian.
I think it's like a pajama shirt, but it can be worn business casual or whatever. It's sick. What the fuck is this? We didn't mean to buy that. This we just got because I wasn't sure what it was and it's old. It's like a denim chore coat type of thing. It's got these cheap buttons on it, but I think they were a replacement for the earlier buttons that were on it because it looks a lot like one of these navy like shawl denim, because the navy used to wear just all denim. I don't think this is that, but I just got it just because I wasn't sure what it was and it was old. But this is the best thing. Look at the freaking buttons, dude. See the buttons? And this is old, dude. Look at the patina on those things. Oh my god, this is the sickest thing I've ever found. That's all. Oh wait, we did go to one more store. We just went to a basic Goodwill and I got like 3 like kind of modern-y things. This brand is good. Sell-through rate was kind of in the middle, but it's called California Cowboy. This item does really well from them. It's like a thermal lined flannel, like a waffle knit thermal, maybe 45 bucks. We have a Roosevelt shirt, real nice paisley pattern, 45 bucks. And this shit was all pretty cheap. This was only 10 bucks. The other thing was 10 bucks. This was 8 bucks. This is I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 60s. I need to get better at dating these tags. This is a McGregor sick polo shirt. This would probably be like 35, 40 bucks. Old, cool. This is the kind of stuff I like to find that's vintage. Look at the tag on it. I just wanted to go over the rest of the items that I found in San Luis Obispo. I got this rucksack almost full, and then I got this laundry bag pretty darn full. It turned out I had this bag inside out when I showed it earlier, but it's actually a herringbone twill laundry bag, probably from the 40s, World War II. Here's some other stuff that I got from the bins there because we went back. I found a cool sweater. Everyone knows that brand. That's probably going to be pretty good, like 40 bucks. At the, we went to the flea market as well. I only found one item because we went super late. And I found this Scully jacket. It's kind of like a, I don't even really know what you call this material. It's like faux leather, or is it leather? Genuine leather, which is the lowest grade of leather that you can find, but at least it's leather. I paid $20 for this. It had a sticker that said 25, and I'm so good at negotiating. I said, would you do 20? And they said, like in half a second, they said yes. So I probably could have got that for much cheaper, but I figured it'd be good because Scully pearl snaps, I could typically sell those for 50 bucks. So figured it was safe paying 20 on that. I'm gonna talk about these again. These are my HBT pants that I found, the herringbone twill pants. I think these ones are called M43, and they were used from 1943 to 1944 during World War II. I think. I couldn't really figure it out for sure. But what you want to look for is this pattern right here. It's a herringbone pattern on the twill material. It's got the 13 star buttons, which means it was used by the Army, not the Marines. This is one of my items that I've been looking for a really long time. I look on the internet almost every day looking for a cheap pair that someone like mislabeled or didn't know what it was, but I can never find them. They go, I don't know if they were specifically used with this field shirt / jacket, but it's the same pattern. This I paid $80 for. You can see these are darker, they're a lot less faded, but same pattern. Pretty cool. They would have worn this in like Iwo Jima. Yeah, and in good condition like this, because usually they have like holes everywhere. It should be like easily 200 bucks, especially. Now to wash these, I'm not going to put them in the washing machine. I'm just going to soak them in cold water. But I might spray a little shout on these couple small stains to see if those come out. I also don't want them to fade at all because they're super green still. But amazing find. This is the other amazing find that my girlfriend found. You've already seen it earlier, but I did a little more research. I've never seen the zipper before. It's called SERVAL, Serval, which is cool. I'm into the old zippers. It's called a Gab jacket, GAB, because it's made out of Gabardine, which is this worsted wool material, and they were popular in the 50s and 60s. It's also called a short jacket. Some people call them Ricky jackets. The ones that I don't think this is technically a Ricky jacket because Ricky jackets have little chest flap pockets. But this is a Western style Gab jacket. It's got some stain, like not stains, but like staining on the wrist cuffs and stuff. So I'm not really sure how I'm gonna wash it. Might just like spray it with some shout and then just kind of soak it in cold water and then hang dry it. But man, this is cool. This is really cool. And one way to tell that you've got something older, in 1971, the United States government said that all clothing had to have care instructions on it. So if you find something older and it has no care instructions on it, that's a good indicator that it's before 1971 and is true vintage. Also, you can do research on the zipper. The style of tag can be a giveaway. All right, here's what I'm talking about with those Gabardine jackets. So here's an example that looks kind of like mine. You can see a lot of high prices. See this one, this person called it a Ricky jacket. Let's go to Solds. This is sick. That looks like a Talon zipper. That's definitely an old tag. Here's a Ricky. What's that? Crown. So you always want to look at the old zippers and kind of memorize which ones are good. But let's look at the Solds. We've got all this crap, this modern shit. Oh, here we go. Wow, that one is sick. That's sick. That's similar. So I might just go out on a limb and call it a 50s. Wow, that's awesome. And they're all these random brands. So like, it's not really a brand-based thing. It's a style-based thing and a time-based thing, you know? This one's insane. But look at the tag on that. My tag looks newer than that. So maybe mine is 60s. Ooh, that one's very similar to mine. Sold for $389. So maybe I'll list mine for $400. Here's another bins find. It's just a modern Orvis 100% wool jacket. What do we got? A pair of 514s. You'll never see me pick up a pair of 514s in the regular thrift, but at the bins, I'll pretty much grab all the men's Levi's, especially in a size 32. What do we got? This brand is called Cut Loose. They usually make stuff out of linen for women. I looked it up in there just to double check. On this, what is this called? I forgot what it was called. On this specific shirt, the sell-through rate was high and it should be like $30. It's kind of like a seersucker type shirt. Another bins find. This brand, I looked it up and it's gone down quite a bit since last time I found it in terms of sell-through rate. It's called the Vermont Flannel Co. It's a modern item. This is like a pullover, pop-over flannel. Should still be around $30 I get for it. Just a James Purse long sleeve shirt. It's a good bins bread and butter. We got a pair of these Lululemon pants. I forgot what these ones are called. I've sold this exact style a bunch of times. Style code's going to be in the back waist pocket on that little thing. Shoot, what are these called? I think these might be called the Surge Jogger. Unfortunately, the waistband, it's in there, but I have to like fish it out, which is going to take 10 minutes. What do we got here? We have a Faherty button up. And this is all bins stuff. Like, pretty good for the bins. A vintage bootleg Oakland Raiders shirt from 2002. I seen a vintage guy on a YouTube video pay like $40 for one of these, which is crazy. It's cool. Pair of Tommy Bahama elastic waist cotton cargo shorts, drawstring. Probably sell for $25. Girlfriend found me a pair of Athleta pants. These are probably called Trekkie jogger or something like that. That type of material for the Athleta stuff, pretty much always buy. Got all that at the bins still. Got this at the bins. You can see it was on the rack at the Goodwill and nobody bought it for $12. It's a pair of Carrots pants. They're like horse riding pants. These ones are semi-new with tags still. They have that little guy on there. I think these will be pretty good. I didn't even look them up. Because they're riding jeans and they even have the padding on the inner legs. I would have to guess $50 or so, at least. That's it from this bag. I tried to film like stuff in the thrift store, but it just didn't work out for me. Didn't work out at all. I couldn't do it. Oh, you already seen this. This is the California Cowboy shirt, the Roosevelt shirt, and this guy I like. This McGregor shirt. It's made out of 100% Orlon acrylic. Now I can maybe date this by figuring out when Orlon was used. But again, we don't have the, it says washable, but we don't have wash instructions on it anywhere. No inner tag, so I'm gonna say before 1971 for sure, so probably 60s item. And I always say 60s to be safe because I don't want to go out and say 50s, but you know, it could be 50s. Just seems more likely that I'd find a 60s thing. We got some Made in USA 14 MWZG Wrangler jeans. These are women's, made in USA, probably 90s. 30 bucks. These are vintage H-Bar-C ranch wear pants. And this is all bin stuff still. I found a bunch of pairs of pants like this. They were all like 70s pants. This was the only one worth grabbing because of the brand. They're like a, what is that called? Houndstooth pattern with a flared leg. Kind of cool. Probably just like 30 bucks though. Girlfriend found this. I just sold one of these recently. The company's called Lalaboo. It's new with tags, sort of. It has this thing on it. I'll probably just list it as used. And the last one I sold for like 25 super quick. High sell through. What do we got? Just some modern 505s and a 33-34. Definitely grab those from the bins. Found these at the bins as well. This is a pair of Carhartt jeans. I like baggy carpenter jeans to wear for myself. These are size 32, but they look... This is what all the kids do. This makes absolutely no sense to me. You're supposed to put this around your neck to see if they'll fit, and like technically these will fit me. But the problem is when you get fat, your neck doesn't get fat at the same rate of your waist. So this only makes sense if you have zero fat on your body. This technique, so I don't understand how that's supposed to work. Anyways, they're 32-30, and they're kind of chopped, which is perfect for me because I'm a short king. Yeah, but they probably won't fit because I'm too fat. Even though the neck thing says they'll fit. Another pair of 505s. And you know Carhartt's on its way out. Because not a single person in the bins cared about those pair of Carhartt jeans that were sitting on the top. This is from a thrift store. This is all from San Luis Obispo still. This is a Bugatti O Cotton Tech shirt. I double checked it to make sure it was still good, and the sell-through was still high. Should be able to get about 30 bucks for that. A Lululemon button-up. Like a stretchy, almost flannel, but not quite. Thought this thing was kind of cool. It's a Rams, like jersey shirt. On an old Russell tag. It's like a jersey material. This is older, like probably 80s at least, but I don't know anything about the history of sports. Were the Rams still a Los Angeles team? Did the Rams even exist yet? Is this a high school team? I have no idea. Here's a really good brand. The company is called Primo. I've found their golf pants a number of times. Typically they're joggers, and typically they have like a really short inseam on them. Like a lot of the ones I've found are like 26-inch inseam, and they still sold super quick, no returns. So I think they're supposed to be almost like a cropped jogger. You see they got the little ankle zip. I haven't looked them up in a while. I think like 40 bucks at least. At least last time I sold them, that's about what they went for. A pair of Naked and Famous jeans. You see these were only $6.95. These ones are Salvage. This is like an entry-level kind of raw denim brand. They usually do pretty well, probably 45 bucks on these. See if I find anything else. From the bins, these are the jeans I grabbed off a teenage girl. They got a nice little homemade repair here. They're just some made in USA 501s, 90s. Pretty cool. List them for like 45. Here's this jacket. This is the denim short coat E thing. Only reason I grabbed them is because of the type of denim it's made on. It's not Salvage, of course, but I look at a lot of pictures of these old navy denim shawl collar jackets. It's one of my grails. I have a list of things that I hope to find before I die, and that's one of them. This is the closest I could get, even though this isn't even close. Looking at the inside of these navy shawl collar jackets, U.S. Navy, like military, the edges of the denim always kind of look like this. And they're usually like this type of color. This is not that. This is probably like based on the collar, which is another good way to date things. I'm thinking like a 70s, possibly homemade women's short coat. All right, here's what I'm talking about with those U.S. Navy shawl collar jackets. They look like this. That's called a shawl collar. It like folds over the shoulders. Kind of bad pictures on this one. This one is... Oh God, why are their pictures so bad? The pictures are so bad on some of these listings, I can't even see the buttons. Oh, there we go. Those are kind of cheap looking buttons. Let's look at sold ones. There we go. I just like to look at the little details on them. Because the more you look at these little details, maybe you're in the thrift or at the flea market or the bins and you like see a little piece of denim poking out and you're like, oh my God. That's what happened with those HBT pants I found. I just kind of looked out of the corner of my eye on the ground and folded up nicely. They were just, you could see that stripe, that green stripe, the herringbone. And it was magic. But this one's a Coast Guard one. You can see they took an offer off of $1,200. Sorry, my computer's being loud right now. You can probably hear it. I'm trying to see what the inside of the denim looks like. See, those look like cheap buttons to me. Those look plastic. This one's nicer. Oh my Lord. See, this one's destroyed and they still got $449 for it. No buttons on it. I wonder what the pants go for. USN denim pants, vintage. The pants are what I really want. Oh, those are so cool. Oh my Lord, dude. eBay just bumps you around so much. See, it's like this cheap looking denim. See how it's like all that on the inside? See how it's all frayed? Kind of like that blue jacket I found. Man. Anyways, that's what you're looking for with the U.S. Navy stuff. It's got these like little cheap buttons on it. I don't know, it's nothing pretty much, but I might just throw it up for $30 to see what happens, or just toss it if it never sells. But you can use the collars to kind of date things. Like in the 40s and 50s, like the collars are pretty modern. They're like this type of collar. They're not huge. But once we get to the 70s, the collars just start going crazy. Late 60s and 70s, the collars start just getting crazy. Yeah, but like this military jacket is from the 60s. Just a super basic color. Like, there's nothing crazy going on. That's not a good example because it's not a fashion item, but you get the idea. What do we have here? Just a pair of modern 501s. It's from the bins again. What else we got here? Oh, this was one of girlfriend's finds. This thing is sick. I have no idea the date on this thing, but it's silk, I believe. Well, I do have an idea because, like I said, there's no wash or care instructions. It's on an old ass tag, so it's at least going to be 60s. You can kind of just tell by buttons that are, you can tell older buttons. You just got to look at a lot of pictures on the internet. This is like a pajama shirt, so it's probably not worth much, but man, I think this thing is cool. And the quality of it is, just insane. Like, this is like beyond modern designer. It doesn't even really smell. I just love it. Yeah. Here is the Vietnam OG 107 shirt. I noticed when I was making the video of it that the pocket is ripped right here, which is unfortunate. Might just fix it. I rarely do that, but on something I think is cool, it might be worth it. I'm not gonna, because like if this was a Lululemon shirt or something, I'd just throw it away. But this is a piece of history, so I'll probably just stitch it back up right there. The size tag is like totally worn off. The inner tag is fallen out, but just by holding enough of these, I know that this is a Sateen OG 107. Let's see if I have one in here. Oh, I don't have one of those in the closet. That's unfortunate. But here's the pants that would go with it. I thought I had one of those in the closet for myself, but these are the pants that would go with it. This is sateen material. These are a pair of pants that I held on to from Vietnam. They were never issued. They're dead stock. But I thought it was super cool that they're made by Williamson Dickey Manufacturing, which is Dickies, the modern Dickies company that's owned by, VF Corp. But it used to be called Williamson Dickey back in the 60s. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's why I kept those. And they're in a giant size, and I think they'll be valuable one day. So yeah, this thing's kind of cool. Because I rarely find them with all the patches on there. I don't know what the patches mean. That's something I don't know much about. But in Vietnam, a lot of the patches were actually like theater made. They would have the Vietnamese people like sew them up cool little patches. I don't know if those are that, but it's cool. It's cool to me. And here's a pair of vintage Wrangler booty shorts that my girlfriend found. They're made in USA, probably 90s. Girl might wear this to a country concert or something. Let's see if I find anything else. No, that's everything I found. Here's a Carhartt jacket. This I found the previous weekend when I was in California. It needs to get washed, that's why it's in this trash bag. It's another, this one's not herringbone twill. It's just like canvas duffel bag. It says US on it. It's got this cool shoulder strap. I think this would be a good bag for the bins because you can put it over your shoulder, dig, and just throw stuff directly in there. But this one is made in 1945. Combat canvas. Yeah, so late World War II. Probably never made it into World War II, but perfect bag for sourcing because you just throw it over your shoulder and you just whoop, throw stuff in there. Needs a good soak. Oh, and this is what was really cool about it. So it's from 1945. I noticed that there was like this homemade repair on the bottom of it, right? And I've seen some like denim poking out. And this is like just so cool because This is from the 40s. And then there's the back pocket of a pair of jeans patching up the hole. So here we have a pair of, hopefully, 40s jeans. Well, not a pair, it's just a pocket. And I was like, oh my God, could this be a pair of, not a pair, a pocket from a pair of World War II Levi's. And what's cool about World War II Levi's is there's no arcuate stitched onto the back pocket. It was painted on because they were trying to save material, which makes no sense because that's like barely any material. But there's no arcuate on these. You can see where there would have been hidden rivets right here where it wore down and it was ripped out. And I looked at a bunch of World War II Levi's, looked at the color of the stitching, the pattern of the stitching, how it kind of spreads out right here on the back pocket. So these could be the pocket from a pair of World War II Levi's, which would be the oldest pair of Levi's I've ever found, but I don't think that counts. And it could just be another type of jean, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it is a pair of World War II Levi's. Who knows? Basically, that's everything I got in SLO. And this is not from SLO. This is from Carhartt, California. But also really cool. Here's some nature that I filmed to end the video. Fly, bird. Fly. Where'd he go? There's a bird. Fly, bird. Oh, they're coming straight for us. They're gonna get washed away.
Did you get it?
There's an animal over there. There it is. I think it's a seal or sea lion or something. There's a sea creature. What? Crabs?
I wish it was out there.
Where is it?
Right there in front of you.
Oh, it scared the hell out of me.
I thought it was gonna be like a fish.
I thought it was a snake or something.